Get it
Welcome back to
sexy.
Spotlight over the city business. Y'all already know what it is. All right, I gotta get right to it. First
We
of all,
is
man,
back.
I just want to say this. All four of these young men are super dynamic, amazing fighters, right? And so I'm blessed to have all four of them here at the same time. Man, do y'all all four know each other already?
Do y'all know each other? All four of y'all know each other?
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. Before we
Okay,
get
drum
into
roll.
them,
You gonna introduce and then we
real
talk
quick
about
though,
it.
I didn't get a chance to
Because
really tell y'all. I don't know how many of y'all have started diving into the food, but tonight's food sponsor
Let's
is
talk about it.
DMV and Beyond Cafe. They offer a variety of products, including gourmet burgers, tacos, sandwiches, salads, soul food, whatever you want. They take
They
pride in using locally sourced ingredients wherever possible, and additionally, they offer a selection of homemade sauces and condiments that enhance your flavors, y'all. They have a food truck rental, and they are all throughout the DMV. So thank you for providing the food
Mika,
for
we
tonight.
appreciate you, baby.
We appreciate you, and thank you also to the T-Bar. Y'all make sure y'all drink up, okay?
Yep.
Back to our regularly scheduled program, we got these four young men, professional boxers, professional athletes, straight out of the DMV. We've got all four of them, so I'm just going to say their names, and what we're going to do is allow each one of them to be in the spotlight so that you all can learn a little bit about them, who they knocking out, and what they got coming up next, okay?
There's a lot of ass whooping going on.
I know, there's a lot of ass whooping in
I
this
can
building,
promise you
okay?
that. You hear me?
Okay, let's go. So in tonight's spotlight, we've got to Stan's right, Sugar She.
Yeah, give it up.
To my left, we've got Stefan the Bricklayer Hops.
Give
Okay.
it up.
And over here to our right, sitting on the couch here in the white, we've got Nico Da Vinci Wood.
Yeah.
And then we've got Dave Body Snatcher Whitmire.
Yes, indeed.
Y'all, please give it up real big for all four of these
Give it up.
Okay? Listen, I'm like the mother. I'm like the auntie, okay? The old auntie up here don't know nothing about nothing, but I'm going to learn tonight.
You gonna learn. You learn that drink. I bet you that. Okay, so I tell you what. We're gonna have some fun with these gentlemen, but before I get started, y'all give it up for all four of these young men.
They just
These
did
young
that.
men. Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did
Oh, that
that.
was the Lord. Okay, the Lord. I missed that. What I want to say, man, is first of all, we'll start to your left. Introduce yourself and let them know what weight class and give them your status.
My name is Stefan the Bricklayer Hops. I fight 168. I'm 4-0. I just fought like 3 weeks ago. I'm back again next week at Bowie University.
Okay, so
Okay.
y'all give it up for that win, first of all. Yes, indeed.
I said
So,
we got
wait.
a lot of knocking out up here.
Yeah, we mentioned. Remember we said about a whole bunch of ass whooping. So now, you, Bowie, what time is that fight?
It started at 7.
At
And
7.
It's on the 12th, right?
The
Yeah,
12th.
on the 12th.
Bowie State
Okay,
University.
Bowie State University, the 12th. Make sure you guys show up and support these young men. And so, She, what you got?
Well, y'all know my name is Nashi Sugar She Smith. You know, I'm 3-0.
Yeah.
Said my son.
Coming straight out of
Yeah.
the Headbangers Boxing Gym. You know, I've been working for pretty much all my life. I'm 24 now. I started boxing when I was 19 years old.
Wow.
As I can see, we got the Team Sugar She shirts. You know.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit me for the merch.
Give it up
And,
for the
you know,
merch.
I'm fighting November 9th at the Maryland Live Casino. Going 4-0, 3 knockouts.
Maryland. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
What's the date again?
November 9th at the Maryland Live Casino.
November 9th. So you're going to be knocking somebody out on November 9th.
Oh, you
Okay,
already
that's...
know.
Yeah, at Maryland
You
Live.
already
All right,
know.
so we got to
Yeah.
get out there November 9th. Make sure you come out and support. We'll put the dates on our site and make sure you guys can come and link and get in with these young men. So who's next? What you got?
My name is Dave the Body Snatcher Whitmire, 6-0, 5 KOs. My next fight is October 19th. I fight 147, and I'm currently the youngest professional boxer in the DMV.
Y'all give it up for all of that right there. All of that right there.
Yes.
But wait a minute.
When
So
you say the
6-0.
youngest, can you tell me how old you are?
I'm 19, but I started my professional career at 17.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Y'all give it up. So let me say this. 6-0, 5 knockouts.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And he 19.
Somebody ass in trouble. Yeah, in trouble.
Okay.
They in trouble. Oh, it's going to be trouble. What we got?
I'm Nico Da Vinci Woods. I'm 122 pounder out of round 15 boxing gym.
Yes, indeed.
2-0, 2 knockouts. I just had a
Okay.
fight last weekend.
Last weekend.
Give it up for that win. Give it up for that
Last
win. Give it up for that win.
Yes.
And so, man, what I'm excited about is we get to see you guys early on.
Yes.
We get to see the greatness early. Like, so a lot of times we get people on here, they've been on their career. Sean Bay, shout out Sean Bay, all of them, they done
Keith
their thing.
Holmes, all of them been on
All
here.
they old asses that knocked a bunch of people out, but they old. And so now, yeah, Keith, you old as hell. And so, but they great in their greatness. But now it's new greatness showing up. And so it's time for us to celebrate you guys. And so let me just say this about most boxers, not all, most boxers, all 4 of these guys. They are the most humble people that you can never meet. And so most people that be like, rah, 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 they get ready to get knocked out. Boxers don't rah, rah. They, hey, how you doing? Good to meet you, da, 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 da.
But they will
Just
knock
don't play
your
about
ass
it.
out.
Just don't play about
knock
it. You get
your
at the level of the
ass
right.
out.
Just don't play. But so I like that, though, because of the humility. So each one of these young men, when they came in, they was very respectful and very humble. But this young man shook my hand, and my hand, so he don't know I'm old.
He
And
don't
so
know you
I
old.
say, I'm old. Like, don't do that. Like, just do like this when you dap me up. Don't do this. Don't touch my hand. And so, but I'm just showing you the trouble that y'all gonna be in when y'all come up against these young men. So y'all heard the records, y'all heard what's going on. So who has the latest fight, like the earliest fight
Him.
coming up? You the earliest.
October the 12th,
Saturday.
next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Now-
Make sure y'all supporting that. So who you fighting? And
Dude from Louisiana, he 2-1.
okay.
You
So,
know,
okay.
He going to sleep.
He going
He
to
going to
sleep.
sleep, right?
He didn't want to say it, but he going right to bed. So can you give us a couple of rounds before you put him to bed so we can get the feel of the fight a little bit, so we can get a little bit of, get a spar in there or something before
I
you.
mean, when it come. You can't miss that opportunity, man.
That's it. And so I'm gonna try to make sure we there to support
So for
that.
someone like me, like I'm a little bit clueless when it comes to a lot of this stuff that you all do. So help me understand, like he said he was 100, you said 122?
Yeah.
Like I was like in 4th grade when I weighed 122 pounds. So help me understand what that means. Like you said 168.
What's that,
Like what
flyweight?
does this mean?
Super middleweight.
You're
okay.
super middleweight? That's
Super
what that
middleweight.
means?
And
What are
you are
Oh, I'm
Shit.
light heavyweight, 175.
you 175 sheet?
Yeah, well, I'll be bigger than 175.
For real? Well, you a lean 175.
So
Okay,
he's light
so you
heavyweight.
and so you what?
Welterweight, 147.
147. And you 147 too?
No, 168.
Oh, you 160. So you next to him for the lightest. 147, 122. Okay, so now what I want to know is from you, I'm gonna start from left to right. What got you started in boxing, A? Like who was that one person that you saw or wanted to be like in boxing?
And we'll go to all of you.
Same question.
Being honest, I used to fight a lot, like in the streets and stuff like that. So
Y'all could tell when you shook my hand. That's what I was saying. I was trying to say that, yeah. But go ahead.
a lot of people that know me know boxing really saved my life. That was like another home for me. So
I like that.
Okay.
that's how I started.
On a serious
boxing.
note, yeah.
How old were you when you first got into the boxing gym?
Like 12.
12.
Wow.
Because you was already whooping people on the street.
Yeah.
You
grown
like
man.
90 and old. You was already 90 and old before you got in that. Okay. And so how about you, She?
For me, so when I was younger, before I even thought about boxing, I used to do Taekwondo.
Okay.
And I seen on TV, this is around the time where UFC had like really just started for real. So I had seen it and I was like, oh, okay, I really want to do that.
Okay.
But I knew I had to really just get all around together. So I knew I had my legs. My father, he was a wrestler. He was a 2-time state champion in wrestling. So I was like, okay, he taught me a little bit of wrestling as well. So I was just like, the only thing I really need is my hands. But once I really came to the Headbangers Gym and started boxing, I just fell in love with it. And ever since then,
It was about
I stuck
boxing.
with it, yeah, every time.
Shout out
Every
to
day.
Headbangers. That's Patrick and Patrick
Definitely
Dad.
is. Yeah. That whole camp, that's a whole fighters camp, right?
Yeah,
And so
listen,
that's
hey,
family as well too, though.
We
So
be
we ride with
working.
them.
We be working every day, 2 times a day, weekends. It don't matter. We working at any given time we can. We working hard, too.
AC, when you talk about your craft, you smile and you. So that means you are so in love with what you do.
Oh, of course. I always loved boxing. I mean, even before I even started, I always was watching Muhammad Ali, or I was watching some type of boxing movie. I was watching the Rocky movies, things like that. So boxing has always been
In you.
in me. It's my first
love
love.
it.
Who would you say
Wait, we
would?
gotta let them
Okay.
finish. Let's
I'm
let
sorry.
finish the line of
Same
questioning.
question to you. Who would you say influenced you the most in boxing?
And
or-
when did you get
or when
started?
did you- when did you get started?
So at first I used to play basketball, and then I kind of strayed away from that. And my mom, she the one who put me into boxing. She had a connection with my coach. Andrew Council. So
Shout out
it was
Drew.
just- she used to
Shout out
go to
Andrew
his
Council.
fights.
One of the other
and stuff.
legendaries around here.
Yeah, so she used to go to his fights, and she knew him from then. Then she just put me into it when I was 12, and I just fell in love with it ever since.
Same story.
Yeah, man.
And how about you, last but not least?
My situation kind of similar to Stefan's situation. I grew up fighting in the streets.
Yeah.
My uncle took me to the gym when I was 7 because a boy pushed me down, scraped my whole face up. So he told me, I gotta teach you how to fight, how to protect yourself out here. So from 7 to 14, I was boxing in and out the gym.
Gotcha.
But I, kind of went
Straight
left.
off here,
I
there.
went left and, was in the streets, fighting in the streets. And my coach, Wally, used to be around the neighborhood that I grew up in. And he used to always tell me, man, you need to get back in the gym, man. You got potential. You need to get in the gym. So he just always stayed on me, and I was always in and out. But like a year ago, not even less than a year, I just said, forget everything. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to dedicate my whole life to it. And now we here 2-0, 2 knockouts. So
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all give it up for that. All of these young men. Y'all give it up. Y'all give it up. Y'all give it up.
I got,
What you got?
I have 2 questions. My first question, I'll start with that one, is again, as a mom and a woman, my first question is like, do you all like be scared ever? No.
No
Never?
ring, no pre-fight
Like you
jitters.
don't get like, oh my God, somebody about to punch me.
get anxious.
I get anxious. Yeah, I always get pre-fight jitters.
You do?
Always. Of course,
Okay.
But,
That's natural.
But,
That-
we train for
Yeah,
that. We train
exactly.
for that
Yeah.
moment.
yeah,
So
we
okay,
always-
let me address the jitters real quick before you ask the second question. You
Okay.
got your jitters and you getting ready to go into the ring. You got your headphones on. You got one artist you can listen to. You can't switch them. Who you listening to?
No sad.
No Savage. Shout out No Savage. Did they free No Savage? Okay. Well, free No Savage. Y'all ain't think the OG knew who he was talking about, but I do though. My ear all the way to the
Is
street.
that
I already know
21
who-
Savage?
No, it's not though. We ain't gonna do that. Now your ear not to the street, so let me speak on that one. No. That's Largo. That's not it. So no, shout out 21 Savage. I said 21 Savage. Shout out No Savage. And so that's who you listening to?
Yeah.
Who motivating you before you get in that ring?
I'm not gonna lie, I listen to a little bit of everybody.
It gotta
but,
be one.
You gotta
if it
pick
can
one.
only be one, I'm gonna pick my guy, Big 5'7".
All right, now I didn't know who that was.
Big
All right, well, give it up for Big
5'7".
5'7".
Big
Okay.
5'7".
Who motivating? You got one artist, you can't take him out. You ready to get in the ring, you gotta get them jitters up off you.
I'm gonna say Rod Wave. Like I was listening to him on the way here, so that's
Who?
what it's gonna be. Rod Wave.
Y'all be knowing people
How
we
you-
don't
so
know.
that's I know.
We old.
I know my daughter know who that is. I don't know. So, all right,
We
who you
old.
got?
All right, don't laugh me out.
I ain't gonna laugh you out. It's your artist.
All right. I listen to older people like before I fight, like to calm me all the way down. So
Okay, so who?
I might listen to like Anita Baker or something.
All right, well, give it up for Anita.
I know
Okay.
Nicole, his mother. I was
Okay.
gonna say I know Nicole is
That's
his
who got
mama.
you on that right there. Okay, so you done put the Songstress album in.
Yeah, man.
That's her right there. That's who did
To
that.
calm his
And
nerves.
so let me say
okay?
that it's what works for each fighter is what it is. And so that's why I asked the question because some fighters, I know a few fighters when I was younger down Palmer Park, they would have to throw up in a bucket.
Huh?
And they would throw up in a bucket.
Oh.
And they said they had to get their nerves out. And that's
Yeah.
the way they would do it. And then they would go right in the ring and bang out. And so like everybody had their way, I guess. That's why I asked, did you get, second question. you
My
had.
second question is, I would love to know, do you have like a boxer in mind that is like your idol? Like, is it like Muhammad Ali or Joe Frazier or whatever? Do you all have that? And who
Yeah,
is
who
it?
would it be for you?
I'm gonna say Muhammad Qawi. He was like a short fighter like me. He ain't had much experience. He came home from prison, learned how to box, became a light heavyweight world champion.
Wow.
He got a lot of similarities to me.
Wow.
So I watch him a lot.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's dope.
that's dope.
I like
yes.
that. You doing your boxing
What about
homework?
you, She?
What you got, She?
My answer a little generic, but I promise you I can go more into detail about it. But it's definitely Muhammad Ali. Tall like me, we kind of look alike, same kind of style. Love to be on the outside.
You could
look
be his
like a
young son,
butterfly.
though. I ain't even gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? So also,
That
you
look,
know,
yeah.
he was Muslim. I'm Muslim. I'm very active in my community, in my Muslim community, and just in the DMV community as well. So, I really look up to him for inspiration and just to see how he was able to deal with certain situations, certain adversities. And I know someday I'll probably have to deal with those things as well.
For
But not
sure.
to the extent
Not
of
to that
him,
degree, but yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
so
I
look
love
up
Well,
that.
I think we all look up to him.
I love
Yeah.
that.
My boxer would be Earl Spence Jr. I don't know if you know who that is.
I do
but-
now. I do know
Okay.
that.
Yeah, not just because like we fight similar. It's like the way he lives and stuff. He live a real calm life. Out
Very
the
much
way,
so.
And that's the way I want to live after I'm done boxing.
We ain't like how he beat up on Lamont Peterson because that's the home team, but he's
Yeah.
still the homie though.
I know.
Yeah, it was
I
kind of
didn't
tough to
like-
look at it because we was at the Barclays
Remember
Center. We
that
was just like,
I was like, I can't watch this.
And so
because
it's weird
love
because
Lamont, that's our family.
we sitting there with the family members
I'm like, oh my
watching
God.
the fight. We with Lamont Peterson family,
Yeah.
and it was so okay.
Mine, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
Home team.
Home
So
team.
that's the home team. Shout out Ray.
I love that.
And
I love
so
that.
all great boxers, all
Do
amazing
you
boxers.
have a question for them? Because I could just keep going. I don't know about this stuff, so I got all kinds of questions.
Well,
but,
no,
you know.
you can rap it whatever you want to ask because I asked the bill. You want to rap with something you think of or no?
No, I just so I asked about if you ever get nervous. I asked about who's your idol, and so now I want to ask about what is your regimen? Like, do you have a thing? Like, like I always make sure that I, do this or do that to be prepared for your fights.
Don't switch nothing up.
Okay, stay
Keep
consistent.
Keep everything the same.
Okay.
I just say don't sleep on nobody that get in the boxing ring.
Mm-hmm.
He a man just like you, so take everybody serious.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
great advice.
That's great advice.
What you
about
got,
Sheed?
Sheed?
For me, I want to piggyback off of what he said. Just don't switch nothing up. I like to keep everything the same, even down to what I'm eating. I would eat the same thing every day. So, also a big thing for me is after my weigh-in, I need my mom's chicken and shrimp Alfredo. So, I feel like once I weigh in and then I eat that, and I'm good. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to go.
But it gotta be that.
But it gotta be that. It has to be that. It can't be
Okay,
no
so
different.
that's a secret right there. So, moms, you gotta have that on deck. Okay. What you got?
Wow.
I'm the same with Stefan and Sheed. Everything is the same, especially coming from the same gym. I eat the same after wins. We all training hard, all that, make sure we get our water and stuff. So it's pretty much basically
Same.
all around the same.
I got you.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that. That's discipline and that's consistency that I'm seeing. Okay, I love that. Now, would you all ever like fight outside of the ring, or are you all behind that? Like, is that over? Like, if somebody try to come for you, are you like would fight?
Nah,
Yeah, they
I'm over
pass.
it.
They more
You pass
disciplined.
that?
They
You don't-
disciplined now.
You don't
baby.
fight
I
like.
don't even try to put myself in them type of
Yeah,
environment.
yeah.
you know?
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
goal.
Any type
That's
of
good.
any type of time I feel like a bad energy or I just feel like just something bad is gonna happen, I just leave.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
So y'all want to shout out anybody before y'all get out of here? You want to?
We got like 10. We got like 5 more
Okay,
minutes.
cool. I was
5,
making
10
sure when you
minutes.
get
Yeah,
behind.
we good.
All right. All right. We got
Yeah,
10
you
minutes.
we got like 10
Oh
minutes. We doing
man,
good.
we got time.
We
then.
got
All right, we
time.
can talk.
Yeah, we can
I was
talk.
rushing because I thought we was running out of
No.
time. Okay.
That's why we skipped the commercial break so we can give them the most time.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. So, we talked about you being disciplined. What's your one fat boy food that you cheat with?
Man, I love food.
So you disciplined when you need to be disciplined.
Yeah, I ain't
You
gonna
eating
lie.
fried chicken
Man,
and all
I'm
that. Can you
going-
eat that?
I'm going to Good Hope Curry out.
Wow, he going in.
Oh, so I already know he eat
He
everything.
going
Oh,
in.
okay, so yeah, I got you. What about you, Sheet?
When
What's your
you-
cheat
when you
food?
cheat.
You got one
Wow.
cheat. This your cheat day.
I'm not
What's your
gonna
cheat
lie
food?
to you. I'm not gonna even my coaches know this. I be eating crazy sometimes.
You do?
But if I
Yeah.
have to choose just one, cause I got a lot, I ain't gonna lie. But if I got to choose just
Your
one,
cheat food,
I
yeah.
would choose Today's Pizza. Yeah, Today's
Wow,
Pizza.
they've been
Okay.
on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah, they've been a
sure
part of
have.
the show
Today's
before. Their pizza
okay.
is bomb.
It's so. What about you, home team?
Mine would be a big burrito from Chipotle. Like, that's everything
Oh,
I get.
I feel guilty when I eat the whole thing though, because that's
You
a
get
big
that too?
burrito. Yeah, but it's big.
Yeah, I don't eat burritos.
Yeah,
so.
it's
All right,
big.
what you got?
Man.
Your cheat food.
My mom be having to tell me to chill out sometimes. I go crazy after fights. Like,
real?
Man,
So is it
I
because
want
y'all have to?
fried chicken. I want cheeseburger.
He want
Everything fat boy
everything
food.
fat boy food.
Yeah.
So my wait though, is it because y'all have to be so disciplined prior to?
Yeah.
Is that
I
what
feel
this
like
about?
that's what it is,
100%.
yeah.
Okay.
How do you handle your love life? Like, how do the women interfere with or not or help or whatever? I'll let you go first.
So you can't be jumping nobody's bones before you
Like,
get
you
in.
can't, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't, well, how does this work? How does the women affect your career boxing, or does it?
I don't.
It don't. You don't let that get in the way.
Nah,
Okay.
nah, you can't. You gotta stay focused. You gotta stay disciplined.
Yeah.
You know, all of that stuff right there, it'll distract you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and taking the L in front of your people would be embarrassing.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, that's
Right.
discipline right there.
Like,
That's great discipline
That's
I'd
that's a
rather-
good
I'd
way to
rather
look
go
at
ahead,
it.
thug it out, you know,
for right now.
till after the fight, and
Mm-hmm.
then, you know, have my fun after.
Right afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is it a time period
right.
that you guys are trained not to?
Yeah.
Not to what?
Is it 2
Do
weeks? Is it a month? Is it 2 months?
More than 2 weeks.
It's
way more than 2 weeks.
Sometimes
2
you do
months?
do like 4 to 6 weeks, 4
4
to
to
8
6
weeks.
weeks.
Okay, prior to the, okay.
When you
so,
in training,
so
you-
basically doing your full training and all of that. then
But
it's-
like we in the gym all year round. Like boxing is one sport where you gotta stay in shape. You know, you never know when
no
you're gonna get
breaks.
that call. It might be 2 days.
That's
You're
true.
Wow,
ready to
you gotta
fight,
be ready.
You gotta be ready.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
No, the girls don't affect your career either. Like,
Okay,
does it?
see, you looking like you on the fence about this one, she. She like, oh, it's this Muhammad Ali thing.
No, girls don't affect my career. Boxing always comes first, and whoever comes into my life, you know, I always make that clear with them. No matter if it's a girl, if it's a friend, a long distance cousin, whatever. Boxing always has to come first. This isn't a sport where you can put it on the back burner or you can really make a mistake. Because one mistake in this sport can really cost you your life. So
Wow.
That's
you
true.
know, with boxing, you just have to be on your P's and Q's at all times. Like Stefan said, we in the gym every day, all day. For real, I left the gym at probably like 2 o'clock. I got there around 10. So I mean,
Wow.
and usually, sometimes I train 2 times a day. Sometimes I go running, then I train again. And then even on off days, my coach might call me. I go to his house, we train, or we might go for a run. So for me, boxing is always first. It's God, family, boxing.
So it's
I
an
love it.
actual lifestyle.
Oh, it's
not
definitely
just
a
a
lifestyle.
sport.
It's
It's a
your
not
lifestyle.
It's not nothing you can play with because
Yeah.
this is a very dangerous sport, and we understand the risk. You know, I'm okay with the risk, but at the same time, I know what I have to put in order to get the rewards. It's like you rolling the dice. You might hit a 7 or you might crap out, but you got a better chance of hitting that 7 if you in the gym every day and you locked in on boxing for it.
Right.
I
Good
love
point.
it.
Good point.
What about you,
Yes.
sir?
Nah, when it comes to boxing, I really got like a one-track mind, cause I knew how hard it was to even get to where I'm at. 'Cause really, I had to play catch up since I started late, and I ain't have as many fights as everybody else, so I just keep my head down and keep working. So yeah, the boxing
I
definitely
love
come
this.
first.
Very disciplined.
Great young man. What about you, Nico?
Yeah. You too, Nico.
Boxing is a lifestyle for me. You know, I eat, sleep, drink boxing. Like everything is boxing. I watch boxing all day. All I think about is boxing. So
Wow.
if anyone, you know, come into my life or, you know, I gotta set my boundaries first. You know, I can't party all the time. I can't drink. I can't smoke. I can't do none of those things. So if you don't, you know, respect it or you feel like you can't do it, that's cool. But I'm on a mission. I know what I gotta do to succeed. So, you know.
That is amazing. So shout out to all of you guys' parents, first of all, because
Yes.
what I see is discipline, humility, just good character. And so
Yeah.
outside of being a boxer, you guys are great young men
Great young man.
and people. And so I respect it.
that.
I really admire what you guys are saying because it's so I'm learning a lot about the craft right here, right now, because when you on the outside looking in, you don't really realize what you have to do, the things you have to go to. So for me, I think Javante Davis right now is my favorite. Do any of y'all rock with him at all?
Yeah,
of
great
course.
fighter.
yeah.
Yeah, so I
He be coming
respect
to the
him.
gym sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, we be training together all the time.
What's
Yeah.
his weight class? Like, where does he fit?
He'll fight at 135. That's what, lightweight?
Oh, he 135? I thought he 147.
He's
So he little.
lightweight.
He little dude.
He's small.
Yeah.
He's
Ah,
small.
he hit
He look
hard.
bigger.
He hit hard, though.
Yeah, he looks small. I thought he was small. I mean, I thought he was a little bigger than that. But yeah, that's 135.
Well, we're going to wrap it up, so I would like to go to each one of you all. Take a moment to tell people whatever you want to tell them about. If you care and want them to follow you, do that. Remind
It
them
could be a
about your
fun fact. It
Yeah,
could be
fun
anything.
fact. just, take your time to close out for each one of them.
Yeah, make sure you let them know how they follow you.
Okay. Well, I already know what I want to say. I want to say shout out to everybody down here that's grinding. All the boxers down here. Shout out to Lamont. He got a fight coming up against Tank. Shout out to Tank. They bringing a lot of attention down here for us to build off of that. I want to say rest in peace to my dad and my Uncle Chase. They passed during COVID. I'm doing this for them right here. Follow me on IG at _the_bricklayer_, and I'm back next week.
Yes.
Make sure y'all
yes.
support Bowie State this
University,
Saturday. Bowie
y'all.
State University. Make sure you
October the
support
12th.
this Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday,
She.
the 12th. Yeah.
For me, I want to just give a shout out to, of course, my mom and my dad in the crowd.
Yeah, give it up
also-
for mom and dad.
Yes,
Let's give it up for mom and dad.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Also, I want to give a shout out to, my team, the Headbangers Gym, all my coaches, Barry, Boog, Jamie, Juice, Mo, every last one of them, and I also want to give a shout out to my teammates too. We in the gym, we working hard. They pushing me like I'm pushing them. Sometimes, some days I'm better than them, some days they better than me, but we all getting to the same level. And we got the same goal to become world champions.
Yes.
what
How
it's
do
all
people
about.
follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at SugarSheed_, SugarSheed_.
All right.
Also, my dad got the tickets to my fight on November 9th, so if y'all want to come through, make sure y'all get to him.
Yes,
tickets.
Dad.
Get those
And we
tickets.
So I
also
can
got
get my
shirts.
ticket,
We
Dad.
got shirts, hoodies coming, hats, everything. So just let me know, let my father know, let my mom know.
Maryland
We got
Live.
you. Maryland Live.
Maryland
Spotlight
Live.
over the city
Maryland
needs to
Live.
be
We
there,
banging. We
okay?
banging. Maryland Live. Let's go. What we got, baby?
I want to shout out to my parents. They made a lot of this happen. They sacrificed a lot, going on road trips with me. And shout out my coach. He also helped me, Coach more than
Coach Drew and
Shout out
Council.
Drew.
He helped
Drew
me
Council.
more than he could ever imagine. So I'm grateful for them. Also, shout out my teammates, the whole TTG squad. Yeah, so you can follow me at 202_Dave. And my next fight is October 19th, Rosecroft Raceway. You can watch it on ProBox TV or on YouTube.
Rosecroft
Okay,
Raceway.
what's the date again?
October 19th.
October
19th.
19th. We're going to put these dates on our site
Yep.
too. October 19th.
Okay.
Make sure y'all lock in and follow my guys. Make sure you get some tickets. Show up to these fights. Support.
And Nico just got finished knocking somebody out. So what's going on?
We don't name y'all team whoop ass. They-
Yeah,
that's-
I just want to give a special shout out to my mom, my trainer Wally. I tell them all the time they helped save my life. Wally got me fresh off the streets, brought me to the gym. I never looked back since. I appreciate him a lot. My mom never gave up on me no matter what I put
Shout
her
out
through.
to Nicole, an amazing
Yes.
mommy.
And
Yes.
just you can follow me on Instagram, Nolo_Da Vinci. You can follow my clothing brand, Novocaine the brand, on Instagram.
Okay.
These boys
Check
working.
me out. And just thank y'all for having me. I tip my hat to every fighter that's here. They
Indeed,
don't
indeed.
know the hard work we put in, the sacrifices we make to, achieve our goals. So I respect each and every one of y'all. I want y'all to keep pushing. And, we got to be there for each other to keep each other going.
That's it.
Yes,
y'all support
I
each other,
love
man.
it.
Y'all give it up for these amazing
Auntie
men.
Terry love it.
Yeah, man.
Yay.
Yes, indeed. Make sure
All
y'all
right.
support.
We do have a
support.
closer. We do have a closer now. Y'all still can get something to eat and go to the bar. Tip the bartender. She cute, right? Ain't she cute, y'all?
All right, tip the bartender. We'll be right back after this
Wait.
commercial break. Go ahead.
Right. We do have a closer. We got an amazing DMV artist who's been waiting so patiently to close out with a live performance. So the next voice y'all gonna hear up there on that stage, you're gonna need to turn your chairs around and Stan's gonna close and catch up a little bit with Robbie Ross.